gorgeous? Does that funk have you feeling stuck? Have you questioning your purpose, or even yet having you asking if your best years are behind you? Girl, you have zero obligation to stay in that funk. This podcast is for women who want to get the funk out of here, who want to play bigger, ask for more, and step out of mediocrity. Imagine a life filled with lots of energy, excitement, and filled with spunk instead of that funk. This is the Unfunk Your Mind podcast. I'm your host, Crystal. Let's go! Okay, ladies, today I'm coming at you with a little kick of motivation or inspiration to get your week started off. Last week, we came home at dark, and one of my kids noticed this object in the sky. It had this rainbow-shaped light behind it and smoke trailing it. We knew it was not an airplane because we could actually see some airplanes coming in hot behind it. I immediately imagined aliens and UFOs, especially after all the things we had seen on TV lately about alien life form. And now my kids' imagination was already running wild too. They were ready for this thing to land right on our house and pop out Alf. Remember that TV show? It was a television show in the late 80s that had this smart, cute alien named Alf. Alf ended up living with this family who had to endure his crazy and entertaining antics and keep him safe and hidden from other people. Alf was a funny character, and after seeing this flying thing in the sky, my kids were headed inside the house to prepare him a room. It literally looked like it was in our backyard. Once we got inside, though, all of us were still hyped up about it. And then my husband sat down in his chair and started searching the internet. Unfortunately, that's when he found a picture that looked just like this thing we had seen. SpaceX. People shared the same pictures and indicated it was SpaceX. However, a couple days later, we learned that it was actually a rocket launch being tested out of California. But when my husband found that picture online and shared it with us, my kids' hopes of Alf taking up residence in our house were shattered. It wasn't Alf's UFO that we had witnessed in our driveway. Wah, wah, wah. Their energy shifted from being all hyped up on hope to being let down and disappointed. That happens to us too, right? High hopes for something only to be let down. Remember when Pinterest first came out? And I still do this. I don't know about you guys, but you tried making something that you pinned and it came out like a toddler had made it. Your craft or recipe definitely did not resemble that Pinterest post. You had such high hopes you were going to deliver something special, and what came out? Well, let's just say it was interesting. Or what about those cool pants you ordered online? You had such high hopes, and then you got them, and they fit nothing like they did on the model in that picture. Bummer. What a letdown. And then there are things on a much grander scale, like maybe you decide to turn down a promotion you had been hoping for because your partner can't transfer to another position in that same location. Or maybe you decide to cancel your vacation plans you had hoped to go on because the area is no longer safe to travel to. That's the worst, right? Our high hopes of a zen and fun-filled vacation come crashing down. We've all experienced high hopes, only to have life throw us some type of curveball. Some of those curveballs go right past us, and we're able to easily let them go. But there are those that come right at us and just make our knees buckle, or make us even question stepping back up to the plate to take another swing. Today, I'm reminding you to step back up to the plate. Eventually, you will get the pitch you knock out of the park. I'm sure you've seen that story about Babe Ruth pointing to the outfield and then next pitch hitting a home run right to that very spot. Use Babe as inspiration and step back up to the plate. Grab your helmet for confidence if you need to. Go ahead and point to where you're going. It's not boasting. It's committing to your destination. When you step up to the plate, don't rest the bat on your shoulder because you don't believe you have any hopes or you don't know which way to point. If you feel this way, this is because that little funker has removed your hope. I always say that the great news is you have zero obligation to stay in that funk, girl. Use hope like a companion in your funk. Hope gives you purpose and direction. It's your passport to discover your hidden gems. It gives you permission to explore your depths within you, like maybe discover you're an inner artist, your inner author, your inner creator, your inner badass. Hope is a funk fighter. It is a ninja that can stand up to any adversity and kick that little funker's butt. Hope is the battery that can charge you back up. So let's get it. Remember those kaleidoscopes as a kid? It was a tubular-shaped toy, and you held it up to one eye while closing your other one. Then you would turn the tube, and it would reveal so many beautiful colors and all types of different images. Imagine something similar, but instead we call it your hoposcope. If you created your own, what different images would your hoposcope reveal as you turned it? Turn it towards left field. What does it show? What about when you turn it the other way towards right field? What do you have in your hoposcope? Now, which turn reveals your biggest and wildest hope? Step up to the plate and point in that direction. Point to the direction of your biggest and wildest hope. That's the way you want the ball to go. Take your bat and crush the ball towards that direction. So what are you waiting on? The time is now to call on your hope. And it is your greatest ally when you keep getting those curveballs. It's your designated hitter. Call on it. Call the hope play and take your hope swing. It is in all of us. I'm sure you can remember having lots of hope when you were younger. It is still there. And it is ready to serve you now too, just like when you were younger. Now, after you hit the ball, now what? Well, you have to start moving those feet, girl. Put those legs in motion too. Pump those arms. What hope are you ready to take some action on? Here's what we all know by now. Our attitude drives our energy, which initiates our action. Hope will require an action to be initiated to produce an outcome. We can all hope for that billion-dollar lottery ticket, but even that hope needs action, right? To get that billion-dollar winning lottery ticket, you have to move your legs and feet to the store to go buy a ticket. You still have to take action. Remember when you were younger and you played competitive sports? Or heck, maybe you still do. Or even if you have athletic children, it's hope that starts the season. Hope that you, your team, makes it to the ship, the championship game. You don't get there by hope alone. Remember, it gives you purpose and direction. It inspires your action, your daily practice to be the best at the game. It needs action to gain traction and gain momentum. It is not a passive force. Instead, it's an active force. You can't go to the ship without practicing and honing those skills. Small steps work all the time. Each action is a testament to your hope and your commitment to a brighter future. Hope is not just wishful thinking. It's that whisper within that says, I'm capable of more. And here is the beautiful thing. Hope is like a muscle. The more you work it, the more it strengthens. And if your hope is feeling like it's depleted or you can't find it, imagine yourself like a well of water. Remember pictures or movies where people would lower the bucket in the well to get some water, and then you would crank the bucket back up and it would be full of water? What if you were the well of hope? Lower your bucket to your heart and know there is an infinite supply of hope in there. You just have to lower the bucket low enough to start tapping into your own well and reach your water. So get to cranking. And while life gives you a lot of curveballs, it also gives you a lot of at-bats. It's like going to the batting cage. The ball just keeps coming, and guess what? You get to keep swinging. And in the diamond, in life, your hope that one of your swings will knock it out of the park, I'm here to remind you to keep that hope alive, because that hope is the fire that refuses to be extinguished no matter the circumstances, no matter the pitch. It will be that hope that overpowers your funk. You get to decide which one you want to strengthen, your funk muscle or your hope muscle. Strengthening your funk will not serve you in the long term, I promise you, ladies. Okay, ladies, I hope this episode has inspired you to step back up to the plate and call on your inner hope. It's the difference between purpose and direction or staying stuck in that funk. It's time to kick that funker out of here and replace it with hope. So ladies, you know what time it is. Let's go. Before you go, Superwoman, I'd love it if you took a little action for me. Like subscribe to my podcast and leave a review. Also, share the episode with a friend. And as a thank you, hit up my website, unfunkyourmind.com. That's right, unfunkyourmind.com to grab free journal prompts. Okay, ladies, now is the time to go unfunk your mind. Play bigger, ask for more. Open the door to possibility and cancel playing small. get up and go.